Alright guys, what is going on? Alex7 here, welcome back to another TDSC video, and finally I have some pretty big news related to TDSC to give you guys. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now we all know obviously Nacon is publishing TDSC. Now just a couple of days ago, the actual head of publishing of Nacon, otherwise known as Benoit Clerc, decided to do an interview with this magazine called MCV UK, and this had some very juicy details about TDSC and even going as far beyond as to how far the roadmap of TDSC will go, and it's some crazy news. Now the main subject of the article is about Nacon's new life title games, which includes an architect life, chef life, hotel life, surgeon life, and train life. These are all basically these new simulator brands that Nacon wants to make, but they went over some nice details about TDSC, starting off with this. Now the interviewer asked why is now the right time to expand the scale of the company's releases. He went on to say, we're aiming to publish 12 to 15 games a year, spread across 5 pillars. What we're really going for is expanding the quality of our productions to satisfy a wider range of players, whether they're interested in a particular niche or looking for ambitious games with high production values like Lord of the Rings, Golem, or Test Drive Limited Solar Crown. So it's very nice to hear that one, they're putting all their efforts into TDSC, which is a very good thing guys, but it doesn't stop there. A key piece of information is our technology tools being shared between these titles. Some look like they could have crossover mechanics. Now he said this, we want to make this happen where it makes sense. For example, the KT engine, which we all know is the same engine that Kylotonn used and will be in TDSC, obviously created by KT Racing and used for high quality racing games, is now co-developed by Raceward. Now guys, this is huge. I don't know if you remember, I've kept telling you guys, I kept saying watch out for Raceward. They might be doing a collab with Kylotonn. They did it for WRC9 on the sound design, so it's very interesting to see that they're actually co-developing the KT engine. And you're probably wondering, well, how is this related to TDSC? It's a totally different developer. Well, the thing is, Raceward primarily focuses on bikes. Yes, bikes. They also have a game coming out this year summer. So one, it'd be very promising since obviously they do specialize in bikes and bike sounds. Up on the screen right now are some tweets from Raceward and some sneak peeks into the game. You can see that they have a high level of detail, they have a high level of pretty much everything. The sound design that they have, recording as well, it looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to hear more about the game. But how this all ties back into TDSC is that TDSC can most likely have bikes at launch, especially with Raceward co-developing the KT engine, because like I said, they're using KT engine for their game. It is a bike game and they do specialize in bikes, so listen, it does align. You guys know exactly what I'm saying. But anyways, he does say it helps create a formidable synergy between studios under Nacon brand and boost the potential of our in-house technologies for better results. And then he also went on to talk about the live titles, which you guys don't care about. Now another thing that Benoit Clerc states is that they want to have a healthy relationship with the developers, and they actually give them a lot of freedom, which is said right here. And like I said, that is also key, because now we all know Kylotonn have the freedom to implement what they want. Alain Janou has the creative freedom to add to TDC what he wants with minimal, obviously Nacon saying no, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. They really do have their freedom to make the best game they possibly can, which is also pretty damn good news. But the most key piece of information is this. Now the interviewer asked, you've said you'll concentrate on AA games, budgets between 1 million to 20 million in sales, in euros by the way, sales between 200,000 and 3 million units. How does that fit with the increasing importance of subscription services? Now he said, we think that these two models can coexist, there are more opportunities and is a larger audience than ever before. Additionally to our standalone games, we also have our lineup of several games which will be dedicated to players who want to be engaged in a long-term gaming experience with a strong and positive community built around it. Key words: long-term gaming experience, strong and positive community. That is very good for TDSC, because at least we know TDSC won't just be like Atari, bring it out, scrap it down a couple years later and call it quits. They actually believe that TDSC will be a long-term game. And also the thing is, 3 million units, TDSC 100%, in my opinion, they're selling more than 3 million units. This really is the biggest game they've ever had. TDU 2 sold 2.4 million, Forza Horizon 4, Need for Speed Heat, and The Crew 2 all sold over 10 million units. And for being honest, TDSC is better than all of those. So come on man, why would we not see them get that many sales? And obviously with sales like that, it just supports the whole game longevity, and I cannot wait to hear more news. But speaking of more news, let me talk to you about another part of this news article. Now, they actually went on to talk about gaming events. So he said, you did Nacon Connect last year. What's your outlook for this year regarding events, both your own and a big tentpole such as E3, Gamescom, etc.? So he said, as other publishers, we miss these physical events, of course. We're closely watching what's happening on the digital front, but the COVID situation leaves us a little hope of seeing physical events this summer. For the past year, we've showcased our games in several third-party digital events. The latest was Roguebook at the Media Indie Exchange, and we'll follow this trend. We were really happy with how last year's Nacon Connect went, and we strongly considered doing it this year too. Now Nacon Connect this year will most likely be happening. I mean, they have so many games coming out this year and next year. I mean, why would they not? Especially with WC10, Rims Racing, and Kilotonn's TDSC coming out in the near future, with Rims Racing and WC10 coming out this year. Man, it's going to be crazy. So I cannot wait to hear more information about TDUSC in the future, guys. But this is a pretty decent, nice new little information I can share with you guys. Now, the funny thing about this is that when Nacon commented on my video saying, yo, make sure you pronounce our names properly and we'll give you some news, maybe this is the small little piece of news that they've given to us so that we can share. But again, Nacon Connect this year, most likely we'll be seeing some TDSC news, which is July. And by the way, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more TDSC content and TDU content in general, so I can update you guys as soon as I know more information about TDUSC. Because over 70% of you, I'm just plain, I'm not even gonna bother saying it this time. But anyways, you already know what it is. I'm Alex7. Don't forget to leave a like down on the video below. All the links to the article as well is in the description. You already know what it is. I'm Alex7. I'll see you guys in another video. TDSC news soon. I cannot wait. Let's go.